this is what we're shooting for here. That's much bigger than any eye. An eye's, we're going to make it double scale, 1.5 times scale to double scale, like everything else. But this one, as you can see, you have an upper lid and a lower lid, right? And mainly, look at inside here. Is an eyeball flat? No, it's an eyeball. That's the name. So
spherical.
It's spherical. And then you need to make sure, if you see it from the side, there's some things I'll have you draw attention to, but also this whole shape around it.
Brow.
And brow. And also the bridge of the nose, and then also below. Cheek. All these are transitional shapes, and basically it's a landscape. You're making this landscape. And there's some tricks, like nobody's upper lid is usually that thick, but usually they're a little extended to give the insinuation of lashes, because lashes that's a difficult one, right? All right, so let's go back to this other side and see. So here you start out by making the brow, and there's the brow, right? Brow and bridge.
Cut it away if you wanted.
You can cut it away, and I think that's what I'll do. Rather than adding clay, which is a pain in the butt, we'll just add, oops, this one fell off and it broke. But you can see what happens here is we're starting to make a spherical ball, right? Like, make sure that there's a ball there, like your eyeball.
So you built the brow, you built the bridge of the nose.
Yes, I did.
You built the sphere, and now you're adding a...
Yeah. I put that sphere in there.
Lid.
Yeah, I put the sphere in there just to make sure that we got that rounded shape there. And then this is all going to be refined, the brow, the bridge of the nose and the brow. But now an upper lid, eyelid, and a lower eyelid. They still look a little funky, right? I mean, it's getting there, but it's not, quite. And then you refine, and you get these shapes of both of them. See how this tapers up a little bit, and there's a definite edge. And then finally all the way to this one at the end. Okay? And you see varying, ideas of success.
Looks like a cat.
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's not only that, but later on, there's a lot of different ways to insinuate, all the things that go on within an eye, either by simple lines or by cutting them out. But you see the shape around the eye is as important as the eye is itself, because it has to fit in the context, right? And then you have, these are all students, jobs, yeah. And some of them, stopped at interesting spots, and some, maybe just got started and, said, I'm frustrated, I'm just going to stop now.
Alien.
Okay. But this is, got the right thing going. And it's a very almost no, some people have almost no bridge of a nose, and so their brow is very brief and not very dramatic. Everybody's different. So you see a bunch of different examples here. I think you're in the shadow there, Carol.
I know, there's a lot of shadowing going on.
There's a lot of shadow. There, that's much better. So, but this looks a little bit like it's on a slab and it's flat, and there's no roundness to the eyeball. So, see, all right, so but this, there you go. See how you got that roundedness going in there? And you got a definite shape around, and you've got a definite bridge of the nose. So you can see it all going on in this shape down underneath. Also, the interesting thing to remember is that this brow comes all the way around usually and protects your eye. It curves all the way around your eye. So, and you have some other examples. This is pretty much on a slab, but you can see from the side how you can see the curve of the eyeball, right? This one,
That's pretty good.
yeah, really interesting. Really wanted to emphasize the eyeball. Yes, it is. Basically, if you have that, this top thing first. Let me go the other way. Let's go this way. And you can just kind of get a nice arc going, right? Okay, there we go. Like hers has, and it comes out to a point there like that. And then there's another that comes down below here and it curves up this way. See that? Has a different look to it. So you can kind of get it going, and you have to vibe and look at the thing you're doing. And then if you extend this out, it has a look a little bit of the eyelashes. But usually everyone has a distinguishing upper lid and then lower lid. And so this is usually the darkest, this one right here, especially out here, because that is what is going to show. And the ways in we identify people too is not only the actual colored part of the eye, and this part here that you see, right? But also the negative shape in here, the white of the eye is very distinct, right? And if you draw an eye and, let's see, and you make it like this in the middle, it looks like somebody's like freaking out, like they're really surprised, right? Because usually the top lid comes over and eclipses the cornea, right? So there you go. And so you got all that stuff. So anyways, and then there's usually a little bit of a lower lid. So you can see all that stuff happening, and then you sometimes see a little bit of this stuff here. But you're going to also see, somebody's, that looks like a rooster or something. That was very badly drawn. But you see somebody's eyebrow up here, and then their nose over here. So we're going to draw this out so we're happy that it looks like an eye that we're looking at. But to have examples is an important place to start. And don't make it look like it's like from a Stephen King movie, unless you want to.